Everybody, it is me, Ryan from Studios, and today I have a very unexpected video. I wasn't expecting these sets to, come out, at least the pictures for them. So we have a bunch of pictures for the new Star Wars 2020 sets, and now there's not any specified fully release date, and but however, most of them are releasing on September 1st, which I believe is a Tuesday, except for a few exceptions. So the Razor Crest was supposed to release on that date, but however, we have no idea when that's coming out. I'm assuming it's still going to come out on September 1st, and there's really no excuse because they've been producing the set since February, when we got the pictures, and most likely before then. And the 501st Battle Pack might actually come out on August, which is good news. I would be completely fine with that because I know the 501st Battle Packs I'll buy like 4 or whatever on release date, and it'll hold me over until September. So that's good news. And yeah, there's a couple there's not really any surprises in here, but there are a few really decent sets. I would say in general, there's a few things I want to talk about, but I will discuss that at the end of the video when it makes sense after I showed you all the pictures. The first set I'm going to show you is set 75279, and it is this 2020 Star Wars Advent Calendar. It's 40 pieces, or it's 311 pieces. And it retails for $40 in the US, and has 6 minifigs, which is a Poe Dameron and a exclusive kind of form, just a regular Stormtrooper, a Sith Trooper, Luke Skywalker, which is from the Tatooine. We have the Rise of Skywalker Rey, and a really nice and exclusive Darth Vader. So that's pretty cool. There's a lot of really neat builds in this. There's a Razor Crest. Oh, also there's Porg and Dio, so that's cool as well. There's a bunch of cool builds. There's the TIE Dorito, or at least that's what I think it's called, the TIE Dorito. Yeah. But yeah, there's the Razor Crest, there's a TIE Fighter, there's TIE Dorito, there's a Tauntaun, there's a Snowman Gonk Droid. So I have to say this is probably the best Advent Calendar that we've gotten in a long, long time. Am I going to pick it up? Most likely for next Christmas when it's like, maybe $20. I think that would be a lot better of a decision, and I just really want it for the exclusive Poe and Darth Vader, and I think that the builds look cool as well. So that's going to be pretty fun. Also, most of these sets, except for a few exceptions, except for the Brickhead and I believe something else, you can unlock them in the new Skywalker Saga video game, which is going to be releasing on October 20th. So that's going to be pretty cool. You could now play as the characters, I assume, and the vehicle or at the place that it contains. So that's really neat. So it's just pretty cool. So now let's get on with the second set. The most long-awaited set, and probably the best set of the wave, is the 501st Legion's Clone Troopers, aka the 501st Battle Pack. The set number is 75280, and the price of it is $30. Includes 6 minifigures, which is 3 regular 501st Troopers, a 501st Jet Trooper, and 2 B-1 Battle Droids. And it also has 285 pieces, and there's a possibility this is actually releasing on August 1st. We still don't know about it because on the brick set it did say it was releasing on August 1st, at least that it said this was releasing on August 1st, so it's leading me and others to believe that it will release on a separate date than everything else, which I would honestly prefer that it releases on its own date. I feel like it would be a lot more special, and it's, I guess, the 501st Battle Pack Day, so that's absolutely amazing. Once again, this set is amazing. There's the Bark Speeder and the ATRT. The only problems I have with this is that there's the stud shooters on the Bark Speeder and ATRT. It makes kind of like the ATRT look kind of dumb, so that's something people could easily fix. So that's I guess a bummer, but the rest of the set makes up for it, and I'm just super excited for it. It also has the really nice box art, which has the 332nd Trooper, and yeah, I'm just super excited for the set. Once again, really not going to go into too much detail with it because we've seen it, we've known about this since August 2nd, April 2nd. So yeah, now let's go on to the next set. The next set is set 75281, and it's Anakin's Jedi Interceptor, and it has 248 pieces and is recommended for ages 7 and up, and it has 2 minifigures, which are R2-D2 and Anakin Skywalker, and the build is Anakin's Jedi Interceptor from the end of the Clone Wars and the beginning of Revenge of the Sith. And now I have to say the build is very well-rounded. There's a few minor improvements to it, but nonetheless, it's a really good set. I missed out on the last one, so I'm happy I have a chance to get it now. The only bummer about it is that there's only 2 minifigures in a $30 set. I would kind of wish they just made this $20 because I feel like it would be a lot more fair. Probably not going to get it until goes on sale, or just get it around like Christmas time, because it'll probably be a lower price by then, and plus I don't desperately need it because I have the 2018 one, I guess the first one. But yeah, the set looks really good itself. You could play it in Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. The only complaint I have about this is other than the lack of minifigures, and the price is Anakin's torso, and I assume legs are the same from the Dual Mustafar set, which really stinks. I wish they just made their own, just regular, nice torso. I might paint over it and to make it like look normal. So that it's kind of stupid how they did that. They did the same with Obi-Wan, which we'll touch on later, which I think is just disappointing. And I feel like there's a common trend in this, which is minifigure. They kind of just skipped out on a bunch of minifigures. And yes, there are really good minifigures in this set, including the 501st Troopers, the Jet Trooper, the 332nd, the Ahsoka, and also the Darth Vader. And those are pretty good figures, but there are a few major duds in this line. This next set is set 75283 and is the AAT, or Armored Assault Tank, if you didn't know. It includes 4 minifigures, which are a battle droid, a pilot battle droid, an Ahsoka, and Ahsoka's Trooper, or the 332nd. They just call it Ahsoka's Trooper because they think everyone's dumb. It has 286 pieces, and is recommended for ages 7 and up, and will be releasing for $40. And now I really don't think this should cost $40, because if you think about it, it only has one extra piece than the 501st Battle Pack, which is $30, and also has 2 extra figures and 2 builds, and I just don't see the set being worth $40, and there are a few problems with it, including the big turret on the top is a bit too long, easy fix however, and then the bottom is a bit too wide, it's about 2 studs too wide. I calculated it, and I am planning on fixing it after I review the set once I get it. And yeah, also the other duds with the set are the 2 battle droids. They have different names, and they're the same battle droid. And I also understand why they're Kashyyyk battle droids either. It would just be better if they had a regular battle droid, and then they had the pilot battle droid with the blue markings. I think that would make a lot more sense, because there's no real reason to have the Kashyyyk battle droids, because they just don't. And then the same figure, but they're named different. So I just don't understand that. Maybe there's a minor change on it. I really don't see it at all. And yeah, maybe they should have included 2 332nd Troopers if they really wanted to draw people into the set. I think that would be a bit more fair. And the AAT itself doesn't look horrible. I think it gets too much hate for it, and it's not that bad. There's problems with it, but it's not horrible. So I am planning on getting at least 2 of these by the end of its cycle. So it's gonna be pretty cool to have. And yeah, let's go on to the next set, which is probably one of the best ones of the wave. So I feel like the price that we got leaked first, we got the set number and the price and the rumor of what it was, and it was rumored that would be the Knights of Ren transport ship, which it is, and everyone was scared because they thought the price would be too low and the set would be too small, but they actually somehow pulled it off. I really like the look of the set. It has 595 pieces, is going to be selling for $70, which is a very good deal in my opinion, and it's set 75284 and is called the Knights of Ren transport ship. One complaint I have about this is that it's maybe a bit too expensive. I think $60 would be a bit more fair, but $70 isn't horrible either. Or I think $70 would be better if maybe they included a Jet Trooper and Chewbacca along with the figures, because I feel like there's just not enough figures. But I have to say though, the 2 Knights of Ren look absolutely amazing. Rey we've seen before, she's fine, it's a good figure anyways. So yeah, this set, it looks really, really good. It's very clean. I would consider getting it sometime in the future. And maybe if I see this on a really good deal, I might just hop on it, because it's not a horrible set to have. And I already have 2 Knights of Ren from the Kylo Ren transport whatever ship. So yeah, this is a pretty good set, and I'm gonna make a bunch of comparisons to the next set I'm gonna show you guys. So, in my opinion, this is probably the worst set in the wave, and I'm not saying the set is bad, or at least 2 of the figures, or at least any of the figures. None of the set is particularly bad. I just don't agree with a bunch of decisions made with the set. So this is General Grievous' Starfighter. It is set 75286. It is recommended for ages 9 and up, and has 487 pieces, with 3 minifigures being Obi-Wan Kenobi, an Airborne Trooper, and a General Grievous. And now all 3 of these figures are not exclusive exclusive as like they're exclusive figures. At least the Airborne Trooper might be, just because it has like different pauldrons and everything. It might be a little slightly different printed. But yeah, it's a pretty disappointing set. The build, once again, is not horrible. I think it's a lot smaller than the last rendition of it, which I believe was 2010, and that set was a lot better, and it was a lot fairer priced. And oh, that's right. This set is going to be $80 and has 487 pieces. This kind of price per piece ratio is something you would see in a junior set, and I really don't see this as a junior set, and because I know it's not, obviously. I feel like the only way they can really fix the set is to change the Obi-Wan, because it's the same exact one from the Anakin vs. Obi-Wan set, and that, which is very disappointing to be honest, because they're the same exact. They're different figures. They're from different time zones, and there's no holes in his torso at all. When he's done, at least even when he's done fighting General Grievous, and you think he might be, but he really isn't, because there's no lava being thrown at him everywhere. So that's very disappointing. The box art looks amazing. I have to give it that. The box art looks amazing. The set itself doesn't look horrible. They use the same cockpit pieces they did in the 2010 version. Generally the same thing. They have stud shooters in the front, which don't look that good, but it doesn't look horrible either. You can conceal the lightsabers inside inside one of the sides of the turbines in the, I think it might be the left one, so that's cool. There are like updated pieces. I just feel like to make the set a lot better and fairer price is if you make it maybe $60, because this has almost 100 less pieces than the Night Buzzard that I just showed you guys, and that has 100 more pieces and is $10 less. And also the figures, in my opinion, are at least a bit better. Could use Chewbacca and a Jet Trooper, but that's still fine either way. Yeah, this is very just disappointing. I feel it just has a lack of parts. The figure quality, at least for Obi-Wan Kenobi, is horrible, and the price is just super overpriced. I'm probably not getting this set because I have the 2010 version. Yes, I just don't have it built. So and it's not sealed in box either. It kind of destroyed it. But anyways, yeah. So this is probably the most disappointing set, most overpriced set, and I really hope they fix things in terms of being overpriced, because it's getting out of hand now. It really is. And also doing stupid things like the Anakin and Obi-Wan is just way too much. And yeah, let's go into the next set, which is a bit more exciting in my opinion. So yeah. Oh, right before I go on to the next set, I also noticed something that just makes me kind of mad, because it looks like the set is it looks like a $50 sized box. So yeah, let's just go on to the next set. So this set is probably one of the best of the wave. I'm saying that a lot now, but it's set 75291 and is the final Death Star duel, and this set is absolutely amazing. I have to say the only thing that's really wrong with it is the price per piece, but even then there are a lot of big panels and plates and different things, and I think the size of it justifies the price of $100. It has 775 pieces and is recommended for ages 9 and up. Has 5 minifigures. I believe both of them, there's 2 being exclusive, but you can always just make your own kind of Palpatine if you have the hood. It has the new hooded Palpatine, which looks really cool. It uses the new hood, which I tried when I got the Knights of Ren, and I put it on my Palpatine. It looks pretty good. I still think the other one looks a little better on it. I'm not too sure. It also includes 2 Palpatine guards. I forget what they're called. I think it's just called Imperial Guards or whatever, or the Royal Guard. Sorry. It includes a Return of the Jedi Luke and the Darth Vader. Oh my gosh, guys, they put arm printing on the Darth Vader, and also I think the leg printing is a bit different as well. And oh my god, it just looks so good. I'm so happy with this Darth Vader. I said in one of my Minifig Mondays, I don't remember which one it was, but I said how the next kind of step to not really revolutionize, but kind of improve on the Lego minifigure is just having a lot more arm printing, because I feel like they're making it a lot more common now in certain sets and themes, and now that they're kind of introducing it to Star Wars a lot more, other than like the UCS sets, I think this is going to look really cool. The arm printing on Darth Vader, once again, absolutely amazing. So happy they did that. I have the old Darth Vader, like the old Darth Vader. I have the 20th anniversary Darth Vader, and then I have the kind of new one that was introduced in the old set, which I will put a picture up of somewhere here. But yeah, so this looks really cool. There's a lot more improvements from the last set, and I unfortunately missed out on that one, and I'm kind of happy now I didn't get it, because now I have an opportunity to get an even better one. And yeah, I'm just super happy with how this turns out, with how this set turned out. This is absolutely amazing. One of my favorite scenes of all time, probably from Star Wars. And yeah, I'm super excited to get the set eventually when it comes out. I'm not sure when I'm going to get it, but sometime before the end of the year I should have it. And yeah, this is just such an amazing set. And Lego really did a good job in terms of remaking it. And I hope to see more remakes like this. I feel like I feel like remakes, I'm fine with remakes as long as they do it right, and they did it absolutely right here, so good job, Lego. So this set we've seen before. It was leaked on was leaked on Amazon on Japan. So we've seen these pictures before. I'm not really going to touch on them too much. It's the set 75288 AT-AT, recommended for ages 10 and up. Don't know how many pieces it has. I believe like 1,200 something. It includes General Veers, Luke Skywalker, 2 Scout snowtroopers, and 2 pilots for the AT-AT. Once again, probably one of the best AT-ATs they've made, but I changed my decision. I'm probably not going to get the set anytime soon, and maybe I'll try to before it retires, but I'm not going to really make it a priority because it's bound Lego's going to make another AT-AT in the next 5 years. So I'm just going to scroll a few pictures in it. There's a E-Web turret and a snow speeder, which is pretty cool. I guess it looks really good set. It's probably the best AT-AT Lego's made, but I'm fine with the mock I have for now, and I'm not really any rush to get it. So yeah, that's the Lego AT-AT, and let's go on to the next set, which you probably know what it is. So this is set 75292. It is recommended for ages 10 and up, has 1,023 pieces, and is the Razor Crest from the Mandalorian TV series. And now this should, in my opinion, this should still release on September 1st. They have no really excuse because we got the pictures back in February, which means they've already had the set designed, and they were already starting to produce one, and they absolutely have no excuse to say, oh yeah, we're delaying the set to like October or November or something, which probably not happen that late. But yeah, so that's I don't really see why they would do that. It has obviously 5 figures, being the Mandalorian, Baby Yoda, IG-11, Grief Karga, and the Scout Trooper. It includes a couple of just one of the the carbonite pieces, and there's a huge interior, not much going on in it, but the set looks absolutely amazing. $130. It's a little overpriced in terms of price per piece. You can play this in the LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga. I think the only way they could really fix the price per piece, which they're probably not going to do now, is I wish they included a second Scout Trooper and maybe like a speeder bike or 2. And honestly, if they drove up the price, if they included 2 speeder bikes and another Scout Trooper, I would have been fine with that for $140. I think it would be a lot more fair. And yeah, the set's really cool. I'm super excited to pick it up when it comes out, and if not, I'll try to get it before it retires. And yeah, let's go on to one of the least exciting sets in my opinion on this list. So this is set 75293, and it is the Resistance ITS transport, and has 932 pieces for $100, and I think this is a pretty good price per piece in terms of that. Unfortunately, I feel like it should at least include one more figure. I really don't think there was really options to include another figure, but maybe a First Order Stormtrooper or 2 of them would have been a lot better, but I don't know the names on the top of the list, so I kind of wrote down. It's Lieutenant Beck and V. Moradi. You could probably see which is which in the picture. But yeah, it's a pretty cool set. There's a lot of interior space in it, and it is a ride at Galaxy's Edge. I haven't been to Galaxy's Edge yet, and I'm not planning to for a while, and I'm also not planning on picking up the set because I really have no attachment to it. But it does look like the cross between a Tantive 4 and a U-Wing, so that looks really cool as well. I can't wait to see a review on it. I'm just kind of interested in the set. I think it's one of the ones that we weren't expecting to see, and so now we're going to go on to, I guess, the final officially revealed set, and then we're going to go on to, I guess, some separate leak and whatevers. So yeah. So this is the Mandalorian Brickhead. We've known about this for quite a while now. I just never really reported on it, but I just decided to include it in this video because it's going to release with the rest of them. It is set 75317 and is the Mandalorian and the Child, has Baby Yoda and the Mandalorian. It has 295 pieces, $20. It's a really good deal. I really don't think I'm going to get it because I don't have any other Brickhead, and I guess there's no reason to start the collection now if they're not making as many anymore that are, somewhat appealing to me. But I do think the Baby Yoda looks pretty cool. It's pretty oversized, but I guess that's how Brickheads works. Mandalorian also looks pretty cool as well. It's pretty much just like the Boba Fett one that released 2 years ago. And yeah, that's the Brickhead. I really don't care about that at all. I'm more kind of I'm more focused on the sets that actually have minifigures and, decent builds. I also have these coming out on July 15th. It's not really that important. They're not really that cool. They're called Brick Sketches. They're a new kind of theme, I guess, to maybe take over Brickheads. They're $20 each, which is completely overpriced. They really should just be $10. They're not very interesting to me, at least. Darth Vader one would look kind of cool, but these don't look that appealing to me. They're $20, which is extremely overpriced. These are definitely going on clearance very quickly. And they made a First Order Stormtrooper, a BB-8, and then for Batman, they also did a Joker and Batman, which the Batman looks just weird. So yeah, these are kind of weird. I'm not the biggest fan of these. I prefer Brickheads, to be honest, but I could see these replacing Brickheads, unfortunately. So the rumored UCS set for later this year is going to be the Imperial Shuttle Tidarium, and this is a picture of the 2010 model, and yeah, I'm kind of excited to see what this set looks like. I'm not planning on getting it. I would rather get a play scale one. Just because I really don't need it at all, and it should include around 3,000-ish pieces. That's what people are thinking. Probably recommended for ages 18 and up. That's definitely a lock for that set. And I'm excited to see how it looks because there's not that many improvements they could make upon the old one, but there are a few, including like the ramp and also the wing stability of the wings kind of seem kind of flimsy, but maybe they change that. So yeah, I'm just pretty excited to see how they pull that one off, and then we have one last rumor after this. So there's one more kind of rumor, and this is that there's going to be a Bespin Cloud City fight between Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker, like a duel, and I was kind of hoping this would be its own kind of duel set, similar to the Anakin versus Obi-Wan and the Rey versus Kylo Ren, but this was supposed to be a Star Wars Celebration exclusive, but now that Star Wars Celebration's canceled, people are thinking this might be an exclusive thing on LEGO's terms. Now, no one knows what's going to happen in terms of how you could get the set. If I do think I would be able to get the set, I would. However, I'm pretty sure they're going to make it somewhat rarer to make because they're not really mass producing it at all. And that's kind of unfortunate, but there's nothing really I could do about it. I already have a Darth Vader. I already have a Luke. Yes, they're different ones, at least the Luke, but yeah. So that's kind of disappointing. I really don't care though that much. I'd rather a different duel set before this one because they kind of just made one in the Cloud City. So yeah, that's how you're gonna get it. There's a few ideas going around on how you can get the set, but I'm not sure if any of them are actually correct. And yeah, let's just go on to the outro of this video. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Hope you guys all enjoyed this. This has been a very, very long editing and filming process. And also, there's one little thing. We know the set number. I don't remember it off the top of my head. But there is a rumored $40 set coming in as well. And also a UCS Baby Yoda. So I will report on those and also the Imperial Shuttle and the other Bespin Cloud City set once those pictures are revealed, officially. I'm not going to leak them or anything. But yes, I have seen these leaks for the 2020 sets a long time ago, back when they were first leaked, and I just didn't want to make a video because I didn't want to get in trouble in LEGO, and I really don't want to get on a bad foot with them. So I just kind of stayed away from it. Yes, I did see it and everything, and I thought the leaks were pretty cool. But now I'm super happy we finally got official pictures. They're getting me a lot more excited, and we are slowly approaching on August 1st and also September 1st now as well. Still don't know what's going to happen in terms of when the sets are going to release. Most of them should come out on August 1st, or not on August 1st, sorry, September 1st, but the 5 Force Battle Pack, there's rumored that it could come out on a separate date, which I'm not against. I'm not for it either. I'd rather, there's part of me that wants to get them all at once, but then part of me also thinks that it'll be just a lot easier in terms of getting the 5 Force Battle Pack. So yeah, that's it for this, guys. Stay tuned for my Apex Legends update number 2 later today. I still have to work on a couple of the figures, so I have some more content to show you guys. But yeah, that's it for this, guys. Hope you guys all enjoyed, and I'll see you next video. Goodbye.